Hey everybody, how you doing? We're here with Mike from Area 51, and they have invited us into their domain. Elizabeth was standing over there, and what they did was they kind of walked us through the process of ultrasounding some of their snakes. Mike, what is the main benefit, you think, of the ultrasound?
Ultrasounding, in general, there's a lot of debate that, people call it cheating, that we should be palpating for our follicles. But with doing the ultrasound, you can capitalize on, if you really have a snake you want to produce and get eggs for, that's how you do it. When you're trying to maximize your males, if you have, if you're spreading a male thin and want to get him with as many girls as you can, ultrasounding is pretty much the way to go. That way you can keep track of where they're at. And if one of the snakes is farther along that you don't need to keep putting that male with, you can take it to another one that possibly needs to be with the male more.
Okay, now we went through a few snakes here, and you had mentioned we're looking at about, we're sitting, in March now, and you mentioned something about if the follicle size isn't by a certain size now, that you're okay, that snake's probably not going to go.
Right.
What size is that?
If anything under 10 at this point in the year is probably not going to go. The female is going to reabsorb it, the follicles, and not going to get anything out of it. By this time of the season, you want to be anywhere 15 and above for the most part. Otherwise, the females really aren't going to do much with you.
And we're talking millimeters?
Yes.
Okay. Elizabeth, this is completely new to all of us. We've seen everybody use the gel before. How do you guys do the process?
We do a water bath, and it's because we have so many females that it's hard to keep a hold of them with the gel. They get really slippery. So with the water baths, we do it in one of our rodent tubs, I guess you can call it. And it's warm water, and it's a calming. It makes them relax in there. So when they go in there, they let me do whatever they want. Knock on wood, I've not gotten bit in the water bath, and they're usually, I can manipulate them, move them around, squeeze them as hard as I need to with the probe to get them.
And the readings there's nothing that obstructs the readings any different from using gel?
What the gel purpose is, it releases the air gap between the probe and whatever you're ultrasounding. So with the water, there's no air underwater. So when you use the water, it's easier, clearer, but at the same time, if the snake is going through a shed, if there's air between the scales and the skin, you can't ultrasound either, even with the gel.
Awesome.
And with the gel, it's like working with a greased pig trying to hold on to it. So.
Right. And I can imagine the bigger they get, the harder it gets to try to hold on to them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've seen like the one leap out of the tub. If you're holding the snake, your hands are covered in that gel, it's going flying onto the floor.
Now, obviously, you guys have been breeding for how long now?
This is our official fourth season.
Now, if anybody wanted to get an Area 51 reptile, how would they go about doing that?
You can contact us 708-485-0666, or off our website, it's www.area51exotics.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much for bringing us into your home, for showing us your beautiful project here, your awesome ultrasounding, and this is Gallo, and I'll catch everybody later. Peace.
She's going to be
honored. So you always want to fall in the gallbladder first, which will be a big black blob in the bottom third of her body, if she cooperates. So those are actually follicles there. Those little black things. Yep. Go ahead, freeze. And then we measure it. You can stay where you're at.
she's
I got her.
Quite good at this. So what you're doing is there's like a halo around the follicle, and you're measuring. So she's increased a lot in the past 2 weeks. This is a time where she started to eat more, and she's going to start pounding on the weight. So she's gone from 5 to 10 in 2 weeks.
Looking at Area 51's walk-in, as I walk in, incubator. This thing. Now this is all heat regulated independently?
Yes, it's heat regulated independently. It has an alarm system on it and a temperature sensor on it also. So if the temperature fluctuates, we get a text message, an email, and a phone call from the company.
Anything in here working yet, or is this all just
No,
prepped?
This is all prepped to go.
Okay.
We're expecting our first clutch the first week of April.
You got it at about 70 degrees?
Currently, yes.
And then your jacket too?
I have no idea what Mike sets it at.
Okay. Alright. What do you use to hatch your ball python eggs?
It is a Paralite vermiculite combination.
Okay. Are they all the same?
They're all the same.
Awesome. And this is just a regular insulated door?
It's an exterior house door.
Okay. Metal?
Metal. The floor is 4 inches up from the regular flooring. The walls are double insulated with fiberglass, styrofoam sheeting, and FRP on all 4 walls in the ceiling. The floor has the click and lock flooring, garage flooring in it.
Awesome. So this is where all of your hatchlings will be at one point.
Correct.